So the Kardashians, who were sued out of the wazoo, have won their case. Let's talk about it. My name is Nate the Lawyer. If you are new here, we talk about the law and the facts. If you're about that life, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. So as you can see on the screen, this is a case brought by Angela White, aka Blac Chyna, against the Kardashian clan. Rob Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, the mom, Kendall, Courtney, Khloe, the whole bunch. So she was alleging assault, battery, distribution of private materials, sex tape, domestic violence, harassment, intrusion into private affairs, false light, disclosure of private facts, defamation liable, interference with contractual relations, and interference with prospective economic relations. Woof. That was a lot. And it was named White versus Kardashian. So this was out of California. Now, the case seems simple enough. It was really a defamation case. From my understanding, Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian had a show. The first season went on and eventually they were canceled for the second season. Come to find out they had a domestic violence incident. The network kind of pulled the wool and was like, yo, we're not going to do a show if you guys are having these issues. Allegedly, the Kardashians went to the network and said, hey, we're not going to work with this woman again, so it's either us or them. They chose the Kardashians, so that's why this woman is suing, saying that, number one, they defamed her by saying that she was beating up their brother, or Rob Kardashian, and that defamation led to them losing the show. That is the quick and dirty of it. So essentially, Blac Chyna then sued the Kardashians, and we had a verdict in the trial yesterday. So it reads, jury gives sweeping win to Kardashians and Blac Chyna. The jury found none of the members of the family defamed Chyna, nor did they interfere with her E-network contract. This is from the Associated Press. Let's read it. Los Angeles. A jury Monday gave a sweeping win to the Kardashian family and former reality TV star Blac Chyna's lawsuit against them. The Los Angeles jury found that none of the members of the famous family defamed Chyna, nor did any interfere with her contract by convincing the E-network to cancel her reality show Rob and Chyna. So they're focusing in on really the defamation and the contractual piece of it, but she lost everything, right? They came off, they're not liable for anything. So, tough loss. The four Kardashian defendants attended nearly the entire trial, but when the verdict was read, we're all in New York at the Met Gala, where this year's theme was gilded glamour. Chyna was in court for the verdict. She had no visible reaction. So they're all at the Met while they're getting the verdict read. After about 10 hours of deliberations, jurors found on a long jury form that the Kardashians often acted in bad faith on issues brought up in the case, but that it had no substantial effect on Chyna's contract or the fate of the show, and she was awarded no damages. So this was a total loss for her. Executives from the E-network, which aired the show, testified Rob and Chyna ended because the relationship ended, not because of the defendant's actions. So now we're starting to get a little layer peeled on why the jury was like, you don't really have a defamation case because it wasn't because of the Kardashians you lost the show. It was kind of because your relationship ended. That's really what happened. Jurors were considering defamation case against Kris Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, after a judge threw out part of the lawsuit against Kim Kardashian in the middle of deliberations. All four of the women testified during the 9-day trial. Remember, Rob was also listed on that thing too. Now remember, this case wasn't televised, so it made it harder for people to really get invested in this case, not like the Johnny Depp case where every second of the trial is on TV. This made it a little more difficult for us to watch the trial and be invested in both sides because you just didn't know what was going on. And both sides were able to leak information sporadically that made them look good or look bad. So, but now we get the final verdict. The trial focused largely on allegations that Chyna violently attacked her then fiance and reality TV co-star Rob Kardashian on a night and morning in December 2016. He testified that she twice held a gun to his head, wrapped a phone cord around his neck, and beat him with a metal rod. Damn. That's kind of crazy. And so she testified that she put a cord around his neck and held the gun playfully as the two celebrated the renewal of the reality show. What a hell of a way to celebrate. And when the celebration turned into a dispute, she was never violent against him. But the legal questions jury considered were all about the aftermath of the fight. Jurors had to decide whether each of the defendants knowingly lied about their abuse when they talked about it to the producers and executives overseeing Blac Chyna, or spread the word about it with reckless disregard for the truth. So essentially, after they had this fight, they went to E and talked to E about it, and they were like, was she defamed? She's saying that she did exactly what they said. She put the phone cord around his neck and put a gun to his head. They're like, that happened. It's true. She's saying it's true. So if it's true, you don't got defamation. Maybe it's not true the way she thought it was, holding a gun to somebody's head and with a rope around their neck. Maybe she thought it was a game, but other people may feel differently about it. That's crazy, right? It's just like, yeah, I did it. I put a cord around his neck and put a gun to his head, but it was just a joke. The jurors were free to make a split decision, finding against some of the Kardashians, but not others. They gave the family a clean sweep and gave Chyna nothing. The 5-year-old lawsuit overcame many obstacles, including motion to dismiss, settlement talks between the two sides, and was a long shot even to get to trial. But the final obstacle, convincing a jury, proved too much to overcome. So that's it. Blac Chyna's lawsuit is no more. The Kardashians get to keeping on with the Kardashians, and we now move back to life as normal. But with all that said, what do you think? Do you think that Blac Chyna's case, did she have a case? Did she not? Were you keeping up with this case? Are you surprised that the Kardashians got a clean win on this case with all of these charges? Reading through this document, I never really thought Chyna had a shot. It was kind of like she was trying to just get this last gasp of fame. But, it is what it is. You go to court, you shot your load, and you lost. So we move on. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this case. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'm going to see you next time. Peace.